Hello, this is Tales of Reason, and this is my review of the 1/100 scale Master Grade God Gundam. This is my first Master Grade kit, so this is also my first Master Grade review. Alright, so I will start the review off with showing a size comparison of model kits. This is the Master Grade. This is a 1/140th scale high grade. And this is an SD. As you can see, the SD is much shorter. So the Master Grade is a lot bigger. Alright, I'll get these out of the way and take this. Alright, this kit does not come with many accessories other than the two beam sabers you see here, right there, and the beam effects. You also have about 8 different hands, and as you can see, the two closed fists that he has on right now. You have 2 fists that hold the beam sabers, 2 flat hands, and these are for the crossing of the arms. As you can see, one is palm up and one is palm down. And you have 2 God finger hands, and this is for his ultimate attack and his hyper move. You also have the core fighter, and it goes into the Gundam in that way, and I will put that in later after I show off the articulation. Oh, and I almost forgot, you have a small figure of Domon Kashu, which is about the same height as the SD model kit that I showed you earlier. Alright, for articulation, this kit shines, it really does. But there are a few problems that I did have. Alright, first I will show you the problems that I have. Alright, as you can see, this arm will come out like that, right? Well, I had a problem with this arm. As you can see, it comes out a little too easily. And the reason for this is instead of putting a ball joint to connect the arm and the shoulder, you have this one small little peg, and on the peg is a lock. Well, you're supposed to put it on like this and then turn it so it locks. Well, when I was putting it together, I messed up and forgot about the peg and pulled it out, causing it to smooth off right here, and now it no longer locks and falls off. So I sent Bandai an email for this to get me a new part. So I don't know if they'll do it or not. I read on Gundam Store and more that they will give you 4 parts once or something. So to any kit. Alright. Besides that, it's very nice. I'll show you the articulation for this arm because this one will fall off. It's the same for both anyway. As you can see, the arm will go out really far from the shoulder. So that's really nice, and it really helps with articulation. I did have one other problem with the arm that it's not broken or anything, but the joints are so stiff. This joint's fine. It's not that bad. But this joint, to pull it out this way, is so stiff. And they wanted you to, screw it on, screw the joints on. And that just made it even more stiff than it is now. It's pretty stiff not screwed. But when it was screwed on, you could barely move it. I had a lot of trouble with that. So I unscrewed it and no longer have the screws on there. I did not understand why they wanted you to put the screws on there, considering it had no benefit whatsoever. But it's that. The arm will go 360, as you can see. The shoulder piece will move, and it will also move over because it is on a it's not a ball joint, but it turns. these arms will also move like that, about 360, but the beam saber is in the way right now. On the arm, you have, that's another problem. This does fall off. I might glue it on. But you basically have this. I'll take this off for a second and show you that this will move forward and go over the hand in his hyper mode. So I'll do that after, when I transform it into his hyper mode for the video. Let me put this back on. That's one of the more frustrating parts of this kit, is this part. Alright. Showing that off. Let's see, this arm is the wrong way. Alright. Its waist movement will go pretty well. It won't go 360, and I suspect that's because of the back plate skirt. But anyhow, the side plate skirts will move a little bit up and down. Same with this side, not very much. The front will move almost, will move all the way up basically. So it's very, very nice. By the way, this kit has a inner frame called the Fighting Action Frame, which was apparently a big deal at the time this kit came out, and allows it to do a lot of nice poses. Alright, I'll go with the feet next. The feet will move that way, and they'll move up as well. So you have a lot of posability with the feet. The leg is double jointed almost, so it will almost go all the way back. I forgot to mention the hand is also double jointed, and the arm's probably going to come off there in a second. I mean, not the arm, but not the hand, but the arm, as you can see. It goes all the way up. Hand came off. Another problem I have with this kit, the rubber hands come off easily, so I really like this kit. It's just, it has a few problems of it not staying together all that well. But you have, this part moves up, which it comes off too. Yeah, that part moves up, and this is for the hyper mode. Reveals thrusters under it. The back skirt will move a little bit, not very much. What else is there? The head, alright, let's see if you can see it. The head has a double joint in a way. I'll show you this. Take the head off. As you can see, it's on a ball joint, but the ball joint is also on a joint because it moves up and down. Alright, so the head can move almost, it would be able to move 360 if it weren't for the Vulcans right there. Alright, but it works really well. Alright, then you have the Vulcans, which will open up, and there you have that. You also have this part, which opens up to show off the King of Hearts crest, and that's also for the hyper mode. Let's see. I'll take his arm off to show you this better. The beam sabers are on a swivel, or a, I don't know what you'd call it, but they swivel essentially on this. So that's a nice feature. Let me get the arm back on. Overall, this kit really impressed me. I just a small problems. So, you know, that's the only problem I had with it. And they wouldn't have been a problem if I would have just remembered not to pull on the arm and rub that off. So, but I don't know what most master grades are like. I don't know if that's a problem with all of them, or if that's on all of them.